If you're a diehard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The Cleveland Browns have officially announced their 5 captains for the 2025 season, sending a clear message that leadership and experience will guide this team after a roller coaster 2024 campaign. Following a disappointing 3-14 record last year, the Browns management, coaching staff, and players have all signaled that a new era of accountability and determination is about to take root. This year's captain selections, Joe Flacco, Myles Garrett, Joel Bitonio, Denzel Ward, and Corey Bojorquez, reflect a team that values not just skill on the field, but also mentorship, resilience, and the ability to influence the locker room positively. The announcement comes after a competitive offseason that included a heated 4-man quarterback battle, the finalization of the 53-man roster, and a perfect 3-0 preseason run. Fans and analysts alike are already dissecting the choices, noting that the mix of offense, defense, and special teams leadership provides balance and a sense of direction for a team hungry to rebound. Joe Flacco's inclusion as a captain immediately grabs attention, not only because he joined the Browns on a 1-year deal, but also because of the significant role he played in 2023 after being signed mid-season. Flacco helped steady a team that had struggled for consistency, leading them through a playoff push that seemed improbable at the time. The fact that players have voted him as captain highlights the respect he commands in the locker room, signaling that his presence goes beyond the X's and O's. Veteran leadership like Flacco's is invaluable in an NFL environment where rookies and younger players often look to those with playoff experience for guidance. His ability to mentor, communicate, and remain poised under pressure will be essential as Cleveland seeks to shed the lingering disappointment of last year while laying a foundation for sustained success in 2025. On the defensive side, Cleveland has made it clear that consistency and accountability will be cornerstones of their approach, as both Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward retain their roles as team leaders. Garrett, one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league, survived a swirl of trade rumors this offseason, reinforcing his status as a cornerstone of the Browns' defensive strategy. Ward, known for his lockdown coverage and competitive fire, brings complementary leadership to the secondary. Together, they form a leadership tandem capable of shaping younger players, setting standards for effort, and establishing a culture where accountability is non-negotiable. The coaching staff can lean on these veterans to communicate complex schemes, motivate teammates, and maintain high standards, all while mentoring the next wave of talent. Fans can take comfort knowing that the backbone of the defense remains intact, ready to challenge opponents and elevate the team's overall performance. Joel Bitonio's recognition as a captain reflects the Browns' commitment to leadership in the trenches, a critical aspect often overlooked by casual observers. As an experienced defensive lineman, Bitonio not only protects the quarterback, but also sets the tone for professionalism and work ethic within the offensive unit. His presence ensures that younger linemen have a role model who exemplifies discipline, preparation, and consistency in every practice and game. Offensive line cohesion is essential in executing both the passing and rushing game plans, and Bitonio's leadership ensures that communication and accountability are prioritized. By entrusting him with a captaincy, the team is signaling that maintaining stability along the line of scrimmage is a strategic priority. Bitonio's ability to motivate teammates, maintain focus under pressure, and mentor emerging talent positions him as a critical figure in the Browns' efforts to rebound from last year's setbacks. Corey Bojorquez's role as a captain highlights how special teams often serve as the unsung heroes of a football team's overall success. Bojorquez, the veteran punter, brings not only elite skill but also experience in managing field position, a factor that can change the trajectory of games. His influence extends beyond measurable statistics, as he provides guidance, supports practice routines, and reinforces accountability in a unit that often determines the flow and momentum of a game. Special teams captains like Bojorquez also contribute to fostering a culture of discipline, reminding players that attention to detail matters in every snap. This choice demonstrates that Cleveland recognizes the strategic importance of leadership in every facet of the team, ensuring that both prominent stars and specialized contributors have a voice in shaping team culture and supporting the broader goal of sustained success throughout the season. The Browns' offseason roster decisions also hint at a more promising future, with first-round pick Mason Graham and second-rounder Carson Schweissinger poised to step into major roles immediately. These young talents bring both athleticism and hunger, complementing the established leadership of the veteran captains. By surrounding these rookies with experienced figures like Flacco, Garrett, Bitonio, Ward, and Bojorquez, the team ensures that developmental paths are supported, mistakes are constructively addressed, and standards for professionalism are clear from day one. The blend of youthful energy and proven leadership creates an environment where accountability is taught, resilience is reinforced, and winning habits can be instilled. If executed effectively, this approach could accelerate the maturation of young stars while simultaneously boosting team cohesion, making Cleveland a more formidable opponent and signaling to fans that tangible progress is underway for the 2025 season. The 3-0 preseason record adds further context to the excitement surrounding the Browns as they approach the regular season. While preseason success is not always predictive, it provides tangible evidence of growth, chemistry, and adaptability within the roster. Observers have noted that the offensive and defensive units appeared more synchronized. The quarterback competition has been resolved with clarity, and the team's new and returning leaders have established their roles in practice and games. Confidence built during these early contests can translate into better in-season execution, sharper situational awareness, and heightened resilience when faced with adversity. For a team seeking redemption from a 3-14 campaign, even small indicators of cohesion and performance improvement are significant, as they lay the groundwork for meaningful success in a full 17-game schedule. This preseason momentum, combined with veteran leadership, sets the stage for Cleveland to potentially surprise skeptics in 2025. Fans and analysts alike have praised the Browns' approach to selecting captains, noting that it reflects both respect for proven veterans and an understanding of the team's current needs. Leadership in the locker room can be as impactful as play on the field, influencing morale, work ethic, and culture in ways that directly affect outcomes. By voting for captains who have consistently demonstrated resilience, professionalism, and on-field excellence, the players are reinforcing a culture of accountability that could be pivotal in close games. Additionally, these choices send a message to opponents that Cleveland is a disciplined team with a clear chain of command, capable of handling adversity without internal friction. The emphasis on leadership cohesion, combined with a strategic mix of youth and experience, positions the Browns to be not just competitive but also respected within the league this year. The quarterback situation, which concluded with the selection of Flacco as the primary signal caller, also deserves attention for how it reflects team priorities. The offseason battle among four quarterbacks was intense, with each candidate bringing different strengths and skill sets to the table. Ultimately, the choice of Flacco as both starter and captain demonstrates that the Browns value experience, composure, and the ability to guide a team through adversity. A quarterback's leadership extends beyond executing plays. It involves inspiring teammates, managing pressure, and maintaining focus during critical moments. By entrusting Flacco with this dual responsibility, Cleveland is signaling a commitment to steady leadership under center, which will be crucial for nurturing younger players, coordinating with the offensive line, and sustaining competitiveness in a division that promises to be highly challenging in 2025. Looking ahead to the regular season, the Browns appear poised to rewrite the narrative after a historically disappointing 2024 campaign. The combination of seasoned captains, promising rookies, and preseason momentum creates an environment ripe for growth, resilience, and competitive play. Every team in the NFL faces ups and downs, but Cleveland's strategic emphasis on leadership, accountability, and player development suggests they are taking deliberate steps to avoid repeating past mistakes. Fans can anticipate games defined not just by individual talent, but by collective effort, strategic discipline, and a team culture guided by respected veterans. If the Browns can maintain focus, capitalize on the leadership of their captains, and integrate young talent effectively, 2025 could mark a turning point where the organization reestablishes itself as a legitimate contender, giving fans hope for sustained success in the years to come. Ultimately, the announcement of Joe Flacco, Myles Garrett, Joel Bitonio, Denzel Ward, and Corey Bojorquez as captains symbolizes more than just titles. It represents a philosophy for the 2025 Cleveland Browns. Leadership, mentorship, and accountability are at the core of this team's identity moving forward. With a balanced approach that combines veteran experience with emerging talent, Cleveland is signaling to the NFL community and its fan base that it intends to compete with resilience, intelligence, and cohesion. While football outcomes are never guaranteed, the intentional cultivation of leadership, coupled with the infusion of promising rookies and a clear preseason showing, gives the organization a foundation to build upon. This philosophy could define the trajectory of the team for years, making the 2025 season not only about wins and losses, but about culture, growth, and reclaiming a sense of pride in the Cleveland Browns identity. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Rumors from inside the Cleveland Browns organization have begun to swirl like wildfire, with sources whispering about an unprecedented standoff between quarterback Deshaun Watson and the team's upper management. According to insiders, Watson has allegedly demanded that Shedeur Sanders, the promising young quarterback, be removed from the roster entirely, citing irreconcilable differences and questioning the team's current direction. While the Browns front office has remained tight-lipped, the chatter in locker rooms, among staff, and even in media circles suggests that Watson's stance is more than a simple disagreement. People close to the situation claim that Watson is not one to compromise when he feels the team's competitive integrity is at risk, and that his influence within the franchise has grown substantially over the past season. If true, this could set the stage for one of the most dramatic conflicts in recent NFL history, challenging the balance of power in Cleveland in ways nobody anticipated. Sources say the tension reportedly escalated after multiple internal meetings where Watson openly confronted coaches and executives about Shedeur Sanders' role in the team's quarterback rotation. Allegedly, Watson believes that the presence of Sanders on the roster threatens not only the offensive rhythm, but also the leadership structure he's been cultivating among teammates. According to whispers from unnamed team insiders, Watson has repeatedly emphasized that his intention is not personal, but purely professional, aimed at safeguarding the Browns' chances of winning crucial games. Some say he even went as far as drafting a detailed proposal, highlighting why Sanders' removal could positively impact the team's dynamics and locker room cohesion. Observers note that such a bold move is unprecedented for a quarterback in his position, sparking debates across sports media and fan forums. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the intensity of the rumors suggests that Cleveland's front office is facing one of its most delicate challenges in recent memory, weighing the demands of a superstar against long-term strategic plans. Analysts are speculating wildly about the potential ripple effects this situation could have on the Browns' season and broader NFL narratives. If Watson's rumored demand for Sanders' exit is taken seriously, it could force an uncomfortable realignment of roles, potentially reshaping the team's offensive schemes. Observers point out that such internal clashes often spill over into public perception, affecting fan morale and media coverage alike. While the Browns have a reputation for handling internal conflicts discreetly, the leak of these rumors has fueled conversations across sports networks and social media platforms, with every angle dissected. Sources suggest that Watson's growing influence could embolden other players to voice similar demands, further complicating the delicate balance between management authority and superstar power. As the saga unfolds, speculation about trades, roster adjustments, or even coaching changes intensifies, with some insiders hinting at behind-the-scenes maneuvering to appease both parties, though the details remain murky and highly guarded. Meanwhile, the locker room atmosphere reportedly reflects the tension between the two quarterbacks, according to multiple insider accounts. Teammates are said to be caught in a delicate dance, balancing support for Watson's leadership with curiosity and caution about Sanders' potential and the ongoing rumors. Some veteran players allegedly advocate for patience, urging the front office to consider long-term strategic implications rather than react impulsively to Watson's demands. Others are rumored to be quietly taking sides, which insiders claim could escalate into further divisions if the situation remains unresolved. Coaches are reportedly in constant consultation with both players, trying to maintain equilibrium while under pressure from a franchise eager to remain competitive. This behind-the-scenes drama, amplified by social media speculation, has made the Browns a hot topic among NFL analysts, who now constantly debate whether such internal friction could derail the team's performance, highlighting the thin line between talent management and locker room cohesion. Sports commentators have also joined the fray, dissecting Watson's alleged ultimatum from every angle. Rumor has it that several prominent analysts have privately acknowledged the seriousness of the standoff, suggesting it could be a defining moment for both Watson's career and the franchise's trajectory. Debate rages about whether a player wielding this kind of influence sets a dangerous precedent in professional sports, while others argue it demonstrates leadership and accountability, especially if the player believes a teammate's presence undermines team goals. Sources say that industry insiders are closely monitoring how the Browns respond, with whispers that other teams might exploit this internal turmoil in negotiations, trades, or player acquisition strategies. While some fans view the situation as a spectacle, others see it as a pivotal crossroads that could reshape Cleveland's roster, coaching approach, and overall strategy for the next season, all hinging on the delicate relationship between Watson and Sanders. Insiders hint that the front office is exploring multiple pathways to resolve the brewing conflict. Some rumors suggest that trade discussions, temporary benching, or even restructuring of offensive roles could be on the table, though no official confirmation exists. Analysts point out that the Browns are in a precarious position, needing to balance contractual obligations, player morale, and public perception, all while maintaining on-field performance. Rumors claim that Watson's representatives have engaged in direct conversations with executives, stressing the urgency of the situation and possibly proposing solutions that benefit the team without compromising his stance. Sports journalists speculate that the outcome could set a precedent in NFL locker rooms nationwide, illustrating the evolving dynamics between superstar athletes and organizational authority. The situation is unfolding with such intensity that every move by either Watson, Sanders, or management is being scrutinized as a potential signal for the next chapter in this high-stakes drama. Compounding the tension are reports suggesting that Sanders has been equally vocal behind closed doors, though in a more measured tone, defending his role and potential within the team. Sources hint that Sanders' camp is preparing contingencies, aware of the growing chatter about his future in Cleveland. Insiders speculate that this standoff could affect contract negotiations, endorsements, and even the strategic development of the team's offensive playbook. Analysts point out that the balance of power in the Browns organization may never have been this visibly tested, with whispers indicating that Watson's influence might force management to make difficult, high-stakes decisions. Fans are reportedly divided, with some supporting Watson's demand as a sign of leadership and others rallying behind Sanders as a symbol of youthful promise. The tension has transformed the team's internal dynamics into a spectacle, as everyone waits to see who will emerge with the upper hand in this unprecedented conflict. Meanwhile, sports media have turned the rumored feud into a daily talking point, dissecting every handshake, interview, and social media post for signs of reconciliation or escalation. Observers note that even casual statements from either player can ignite new waves of speculation, fueling a feedback loop of rumors and counter-rumors. According to insiders, the Browns' PR team is working overtime to manage perceptions, though the narrative seems almost impossible to contain once it spreads beyond closed doors. Analysts suggest that the situation highlights broader questions about player agency, the influence of superstar athletes, and how modern franchises navigate internal conflicts without compromising competitive performance. The rumor mill continues to churn, with every development, no matter how minor, prompting heated discussions among fans, media, and insiders alike, ensuring that the Watson-Sanders saga remains at the center of NFL discourse. In addition to the internal implications, whispers suggest that rival teams are watching closely, possibly seeking to exploit the Browns' instability in upcoming matchups. Sources claim that opposing coaches may adjust game plans, sensing potential distraction or misalignment within Cleveland's offensive unit. Sports strategists are reportedly debating whether this internal feud could create vulnerabilities on the field, particularly in high-stakes games where precision and cohesion are critical. Analysts point out that the long-term repercussions might extend beyond a single season, affecting scouting, drafting, and player development philosophies within the organization. As rumors circulate, some insiders speculate that the resolution, or lack thereof, could define the careers of both Watson and Sanders, potentially influencing their market value, leadership reputation, and legacy in the NFL for years to come. Even beyond football circles, the rumored conflict has captured attention on social media platforms, where fans, influencers, and analysts debate every possible scenario. Memes, polls, and hot takes abound, often blurring fact and speculation, yet fueling the intensity of the narrative surrounding Watson and Sanders. According to sources, both players' teams are monitoring online chatter, possibly considering its impact on public perception and sponsorship opportunities. Analysts note that the situation underscores the modern interplay between athlete influence, media coverage, and fan engagement, demonstrating how a locker room dispute can rapidly escalate into a story with national resonance. The Browns, meanwhile, are rumored to be balancing a tightrope between addressing superstar demands, protecting emerging talent, and maintaining a competitive edge, as the unfolding drama continues to captivate audiences both inside and outside the NFL sphere. At the heart of it all, insiders suggest that the standoff may come down to personalities, ambition, and a clash of visions for the Browns' future. Watson, with his established status and perceived leverage, is reportedly willing to risk public scrutiny to assert his authority, while Sanders represents the promise of a fresh offensive dynamic that management may be reluctant to discard. Rumors indicate that multiple meetings have occurred without resolution, with both sides maintaining firm stances. Analysts speculate that the outcome could redefine leadership hierarchies within the team, influence future roster decisions, and set a precedent for how superstar players interact with front offices across the league. As the saga continues, every whisper, leak, and rumor keeps fans, media, and insiders on edge, eagerly anticipating the next twist in this high-stakes drama that could reshape the Cleveland Browns' trajectory in ways no one could have predicted. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!